What's up, Star Wars fans? Elvis the Brodalorian here at Rebel Scum Con 2025 with the one and only Chris Bartlett. I am such a huge fan, man.
Oh my gosh.
So on my channel, I build helmets, props, armor, guns, lightsabers.
Yeah.
And when I found out that you actually make your own costumes, and then I seen some of your builds on like Instagram and stuff, I was like, I can't believe he's nerd first, actor second. You know?
That's true. I mean, well, now I'm an actor first, concurrently nerd. But yeah, before I was an actor, I was building props and costumes, and I still am doing that. But that was my way to fulfill the need to be an entertainer and play characters and do improv and stuff, because I didn't know how to get into acting, right? And so I was just doing what I loved doing, with no career path plan or anything. And then Lucasfilm saw me doing that, and I get an email that says, "We'd like you to come in for a meeting," and that was an audition for.
What was the event that you were doing C-3PO with?
That was Boston Museum of Science, Star Wars Meets Imagination.
Okay.
Or wait, Science Meets Imagination?
Okay.
That's what it is. And so Anthony Daniels was there, and I was wearing the suit for the first time. I'd never worn it before.
Wow.
I spent 3 years building it, and that was before 3D printing or other fan costumes or anything. And so, I get to meet Anthony Daniels for the first time in this suit. He says, "All right, let's hear the voice." And I was like, "My goodness, why hello, I am C-3PO, human cyborg relations. I am fluent in over 6 million forms of communication." And he was like, "Okay, shut up."
That must have been so filling, meeting him after 3 years of building that.
Yes, yeah. But then when Lucasfilm called, I had sent it out to be chromed, so I didn't have it. So I was like, worst timing ever. Yeah. And they said, no, that's okay. Where is it? I said, it's in LA. They said, oh, this is Lucasfilm. You have the C-3PO costume there. We need it done this week and not in 5 weeks. And they go, okay, no problem. So they flew it up to Lucasfilm, and I finished assembling the C-3PO costume there.
Goodness.
And then we had the audition, and that went great. And now it's been almost 20 years that I've been playing this iconic character for Lucasfilm.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Are you still building props right now? Are you working on a new one? What are you working on?
Let's see. Right now, I'm working on a Boba Fett jetpack. So I got a kit from the Nuo Novo, and now I assembled it. And now I'm going to paint it. I posted some stuff on my Instagram. But then there's other things that I'm upgrading protocol droid parts. Give you a little bit more breathing room.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So, I'm always building.
You're tweaking, trying to make it a little more comfy.
Yes, yeah.
That's awesome. So you have played just an amazing amount of droids. I'm C-3PO's got to be your favorite, I would think, but which one is the most unique that you just really love in an interesting way?
Well, actually, I mean, he's the one that I know the most, but actually my favorite is Q90 from The Mandalorian. Mm-hmm. He's a bounty hunter. Like, who doesn't want to play a bounty hunter to have shootouts in Star Wars? That was I love playing him, but also, I get to fly Mando's ship. I get to work with the star of the show, which is Grogu, frankly. Right. And he just had a great attitude around the other characters. He was the smartest guy on the crew, and he knows that, and Mando hates that. That's a really fun tension to play in a scene. And to come up with, how does he move? And what is he, he does that thing where he's talking to Mando, and he goes, "My response time is quicker than organics, and I'm smarter too." All of that was, as an actor, you bring ideas to the scene. The thing, he has to have a scump link come out of his hand. And so, how do you do that? Yeah. It's just going to magic, So I was like, oh, what if he had a combination of finger movements that would make it come out? It was special effects, but I was just like that. And then to make it go back and, whatever. And so,
That's cool.
He's also like an insect, and he moves like a really unsettlingly creepy kind of way. And that's how I came up with that as well. So it's really fun. I played 17 droids. It's really a fun challenge to come up with what all their energies are and how they differ from each other. All of that is super intentional. Everything that you see in the performance and in the costume design are all intentional.
So, of the 19, how many did you build yourself?
Well, I built more than I even wore. So I wore 17 of the ones that I built, but I built 20 characters for the shows.
Yeah, for season 3, right?
Well, for all the Mandoverse, so Ahsoka, Mandalorian 3 seasons, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I was referring to the cantina with all the droids and stuff.
Oh, that one. I just built 2 for that.
Oh,
scene.
2. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That was such a cool scene, seeing all those droids.
Right.
And the blue protocol droid is so iconic.
Yes, yeah. It was. I was watching the internet after that, and social media really loved the blue droid.
All my prop maker friends made one like the next day. They're like, I gotta make this.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, the story behind that is there was a fan named Pedge Wadley, who was a friend of mine, who lived in the UK. He had an idea to do a blue droid head, so he chromed one, and he was very ill, and he contacted me and said, "Hey, I want to send this to you." And I said, "No, I'll buy it from you. You don't need it." He's like, "No, I want it to be a gift." And I go, it would be really cool if there was some way that we could get a blue chrome droid in Star Wars. And sure enough, we did, and he knew that we were working on that, and so it was really a special homage to him.
Super special.
Yeah. Plaisir 15, as a fan of droids, I loved that I got to be, I played this this black RA7 Death Star droid. Mm-hmm. He welcomes Star Wars audiences to the first all-droid planet, so it was really fun to be that droid in that moment for me.
Like the host to introduce. That's
no
awesome.
one else would know or get a feeling for that there's a guy in there who, like, big fan of droids, Star Wars audiences, this is the first all-droid planet. It was just really fun nerd moment for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just me in there, yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. Really cool stories.
Thanks, Elvis.
The face behind the droid right here, Chris Bartlett. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right.